So I'm here to tell the story of Don Deely and me, and when I sold my first real piece of art because he appreciated it. And my friend Don passed away perhaps 13 hours ago, actually, around noon. I think around 1 o'clock noon, somewhere lunchtime, October 1st, 2020. And it was about, I think it was about 6 years ago, right around this time of year. I was at my friend's house, my friend's apartment in Reston, Virginia. I was with a number of people, and I, you know what, I'm just going to use names, I don't care. I was with Katia Brew, who was my wife. She was Katia Vizdos at the time. And we were at our friend Jerry and Debbie's house. They're married now. They weren't married then. And there was a people hanging out, and we're chilling, you know, and I was talking to Don about some art I had, and he said, "Oh man, let me see, I like elephants. I said, "Oh, I have an elephant design." And it was when I still made art on with Sharpie markers on canvas, and I had drawn a blue elephant on a small 8x10 canvas. And we're talking, and you know, and Don's like, "Oh man, I want it, man." I was like, "What? Come on, man. What about $100?" He goes, "Oh, okay." Don actually gave me $100 for a drawing of a blue elephant on a small 8x10 canvas. Don, I was like, "Wow, dude, wow." So as the night progressed, a few more people showed up at our friend Jerry and Debbie's apartment. There were dogs there, you know, like literally dogs, and there was snacks on the living room table, including a big knife and a cheese board and cheese and crackers, and people were having beers. We were smoking some herbs, a lot of herbs like cannabis, ganja, reefer, pot, grass, and I used to smoke that stuff. And you know, we're smoking some weed, and I had a bunch of weed to smoke, and we're drinking. And then some of the other people start showing up, and this fella Skeeter shows up. Skeeter shows up with a couple of them other boys that he hung out with, and I didn't know them. And they're in the back room, you know, and next thing you know, like, they come rushing out into the living room, and there's a melee, right? And I guess what had happened is they were trying to, you know, they were having a cocaine sale, and I don't appreciate that stuff, but they were haggling over the money, and Don had spent the cocaine money, and it might have been crack money actually. It was either crack or cocaine, like powder, but he spent his money on my painting instead of on the drugs, and there was a real big argument. And then someone opened the door, and the wind came in and blew the cocaine everywhere. And people were pissed off, and Skeeter was pissed off. Skeeter was so mad. And so they came out to the living room arguing, and Jerry and Skeeter are arguing. Next thing you know, Jerry and I'm standing, there's maybe like 10 people there, maybe somewhere around that, maybe more. And I'm standing there, and there's a big, you know, yelling. You know, Jerry's going, "What are you gonna beat my ass, man?" And Skeeter's like, "Whatever, dude." Skeeter's like, he reaches over and grabs the little bit of powder that's left on a little tray or mirror or whatever, and starts rubbing it in his teeth, you know, and he's getting madder, and they're yelling and pushing, and nobody's punching though. And I see the big ass knife right there with all the cheese, and there's a bunch of cocaine involved, with craziness, and like people were getting insane. So I went up to grab the knife to just take it out of the situation, and Skeeter grabbed it real quick. He's like, "Ah!" And he starts waving at everybody, and Jerry's going, "What, are you gonna stab me now?" I'm like, "Oh my God, dude." Well, meantime, Katia, my wife at the time, runs into the back bedroom of the apartment and locks the door. She's smart. You see what I'm saying? She's smart. Me, I'm standing there going, "Hey now," and Here comes Skeeter with the knife, and I fell backwards, right? And I fell into the computer table and stuff and knocked some stuff over. And they're yelling, and there's some guys, the guys with Skeeter, like going, hey man, come on man, but they're by the front door. And this is in Lake Ann Plaza, Moorings Drive, in the apartments there. My dad used to live in those apartments when I was a little kid, and I dated a girl from there when I was from age 16 to 21 named Michelle, and she lived right there too, right near where they lived. And other people lived there. Steve Searles lived there. A bunch of people lived in that neighborhood, man. It was back in the day, and it's right on the lake down there. You go swimming, go to the plaza, whatever. But anyways, here comes the knife, you know, and they're going cuckoo. Finally, Debbie's like, give me the knife, Skeeter. Give me the knife, Skeeter. Give me the knife. Finally, he goes, oh, and he gave Debbie the knife. And then there's some arguing, and then they leave. Skeeter and his boys leave. And then Debbie's really mad, and Jerry and Debbie are arguing, and I think they're arguing in the back room, and then they leave. Okay, so, and then there's like people, I don't even remember who these people were. There was people I didn't even know, and Katya had gone to the back room and gone to sleep in the guest bed, and after everybody was calming down, and I was sitting out there with Don, and I was singing my Halloween song that I have written, and man, I can't sing it too loud because I got my cousin and her daughter sleeping downstairs, but I'm gonna sing it real quick. And this is for Don Deely, and he's up there as an angel right now, and he's getting God right now. He's with God, and he's with the angels, and they're gonna rally, and they're gonna help us. They're gonna help me. They're gonna help us all overtake all the bad shit, so that we can help all the kids. It's gonna take some time, but we're solid now. But and I'm sorry to see you go, Don, but I'm thinking of you, man, and I said my prayers earlier, and there was a lot of really, really beautiful moments in those prayers, and that's all documented as well. But my song goes like this. Out come the demons, it's Halloween night. Everyone run in terror and fright. Severed heads and ghosts that scare. It's Halloween night, everyone beware. Costumes and makeup hide identities. Candy for kids saying trick or treat, please. Fake blood and real blood blend in the fun. Horror for the masses until the morning sun. Will you stay home or will you go out? Cautiously convene the witching hours about. It's fucking Halloween. 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 Anyways, I used to play that on guitar and just loud, and I would sing it so loud. And I also had the PC version where instead of saying fucking Halloween, I said pumpkin Halloween. It's pumpkin Halloween. And I played that song at CBGB's, and I used to play it at open mics, and when Halloween came around, I played it, and I actually recorded it one time years ago. I was in California, and one of the few times I went there, and I was up in the Santa Cruz area, and I was actually with someone named Susan, who I was with for a number of years, and Susan and I went over to her friend's house in Oakland, California, and we got lost over there at one point, but it was not that fun, but and it's not before cell phones and GPS and all that stuff. I didn't have that, but I recorded fucking Halloween out there. I don't have it anymore, but yeah, that's for you, Don. Anyways, I was singing that stuff, and you know, then next thing you know is like Don and Jerry, and they're back in the back room, and I'm just sitting out in the living room smoking herb. I used to just smoke herb and burn down. Anyways, so Debbie left. She was mad, and Debbie comes back, and Debbie goes in the back room. Then she comes back out, and she's screaming. She's like, I can't fucking believe it. I can't believe it. Jerry and Don are in the corner hiding, smoking crack. And And she got so mad, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Those guys are fucked. And I really do have a problem with cocaine and crack and all that stuff. And I've lost a number of friends to that stuff. My good friend, you know, I got a lot of friends from way back, and my boy Little Bill, man, he used to burn that stuff, crack, and he had a heart attack a few years ago, and I don't know what it's from, but it probably was related. And I've lost friends, and it sometimes turns to the heroin and all that stuff. And anyways, I'm not trying to bring down or besmirch Don's name. I'm just saying that was the night when Don bought a drawing of an elephant I did on a canvas for $100, and I had never really sold art, and I felt really special. And Don was really, 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 really good at making people feel special. And he made me feel special other times too. And he was full-on skateboarder, full-on realistic, full-on would speak to you about the drugs he did and was like that. And I don't really agree with all that stuff 100%, but some people, you know, they enjoy it. And you know, and now he's up there dealing with the angels and with God, and he's looking out for people, and you know, and to his family and his close loved ones. I'm so fucking sorry. And anyways, rest in power. That's one thing I learned. Rest in power. Don Deely, rest in power. Much love up, brother. Much love out. And thank you for teaching me the stuff you did, and send me some of the images you sent me over the couple years. And you're a man. You're a beautiful man. And I'm not gonna. All right, man. I know you got me, man. I know you got us, man. We be all right, man. Just shine on God, man. Shine on them angels, man. Teach them, man. Because they're not part of this world where God is, but the angels aren't really. Teach them angels, man. Bring them armies, man. We need the armies, brother. And hats off to you, man. Hats off to you, man.